So here we are getting ready for Danny Michel to come on stage. Now I just want to thank once again Tana Slimmin and Louis Melville. They're such a part of Canadian musical history that you may, I mean, she goes back to the time of the Bird Sisters when I first heard her. Well, I first heard her through Pat Temple, of which Louis Melville was the pedal steel player of, and Pat Tanis had sang on one of his earlier pieces of work. Anyway, it's one big happy family, so it's kind of neat to have them come out and do what they did. And I had the opportunity to go through all the memories when I was trying to say think about what I wanted to say about her. And boy, what a lovely journey that was, Tanis. Thank you very much for being my friend for all these years. She played at my second annual 50th, my third annual 50th. We're up to my 19th annual 50th now. Yeah, I'm noticing it too. That's why we got the young guys help me out. The young guys, yeah. Hey, all right, you're 50 now. Oh my God, you are. He owns it. He just feels good that he got there. So anyway, years ago, I had the opportunity again, people introduce you to other people. Lynn Miles lives in Ottawa, and I was in Ottawa living at that time. And I remember, I wasn't drinking at the time. I had got to that point where I wasn't. But she said, hey, I'm going over to the Bank Hotel on Elgin Street. You might want to come over and see this guy, Danny Michel. You're going to really like him. And he was stuck off in the corner, and there was a lot of people standing around and not making noise. But there was something about him that really caught my ear. And I said, well, that's great. I'm going to keep that name in my mind and see what he's doing later on in life. And as it turned out, quite by accident, he did that song, If God's on Your Side, Then Who's on Mine? And when I heard that, I was just like, wow, this guy speaks the language. We're all on the same plane. It's okay. I like this. And I was able to get through to his agent at that time, and it was available for him to come play at the Duncan Showroom. And this is the part that I liked the most, is that there was a side door when you came off the back door. You open it up, and there's that first door. And I opened it up, and I was feeling kind of, at that point in time, kind of trepidatious. It was about the third or fourth year in. And it was about whether or not we were going to make it. And I'm still feeling that after 16 years. But back then, it felt just as strong as it does now. But I was so enamored that he was going to come play. And I opened up the door, and he walked in. He took 3 steps. And just as he put his foot down on the 3rd step, he turned around and he says, when am I playing here again? And to me, that meant that he caught the vibe of what the room was all about. And he had. And since that moment, we've been friends. And it's because of that moment that I continue to keep on doing what I'm doing. So it is a huge honor for me to say that Danny Michel is playing the Duncan Showroom tonight. Please, let's give him a warm Cowichan Valley welcome.
Thank you. It's a fake non-alcoholic beer, okay? Just so you know. In case you're like, that's not fair. Thanks, Joe. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Okay, let me just set up a few things here. I gotta plug this in. It's great to be back here.
Is fake non-alcoholic alcoholic?
Fake non-alcoholic. Oh, that's a good double. Yeah. No, it's non-alcoholic beer. You can read it yourself. But I poured it out and put a real beer in it, of course. No, I'm joking. All right, what's wrong now? Here we go. We're almost there. Is everybody good? I'm good. I was just in the Yukon, and it's great to see John. I saw John early in the summer in Ontario, and he's, come on, it's just like, wow. All I could think was, because I was like, you're in Ontario, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, that means you got on a plane like that. That's all I could think. I was imagining if I was on a plane and I got there and I got settled in, I got out my little movie and I got on my headphones and I'm all ready, and then I look up the aisle and go, oh no. To see him coming, I'd be like, oh no, he freaked me out. Anyways, so he told me he had a middle seat, and he sat in the middle and neither person on either side noticed.
Oh, John, I love you.
Let's start with a sing-along, okay? You guys want to sing along? Here's your part. You got to sing, whoa. Well, try it. Whoa. Okay, you got it. That's it. That's all. I'll cue you. It's really simple. This is a song I wrote for all the kids south of the border last year that started the March for Your Lives movement, and a whole generation of new young people that's coming up that's just I'm so proud of and pumped and excited to see them. Hope they're going to be stepping up and taking over. On the record, there's some little kids who sing in the chorus, and so it's like whoa, then I sing a little bit, whoa, then me, and then whoa, la 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 la, whoa. It's like that, okay? Back and forth. I'll cue you, okay? Cool?
I'm in love with them boys and girls, born wild in a broken world, with diamond smiles and ocean pearls, and dreaming of a world as one. Left here in the dead of night, left to fend for yourselves and fight, but in the darkness you'll ignite. You're the spark to bring the light.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa, kick it till the walls come down. Don't let them push you around. They said you're just a child.
Just 3 times. 3 times. Did I say that? I said that. Yes? No? Okay. Okay, my bad. I forgot. 3 times. From the top. We'll do top of the chorus. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Maybe a tiny little bit less reverb, Tim, if that's okay with you. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and kick it till the walls come down. Don't let them push you around. They said you're just a child. They're running scared, 'cause you were born in the wild. And I'm in love with them raging hearts, born in a battle that you didn't start, blindfolded in the endless dark, and looking for a world as one. But I know you're gonna find the light. I know you're gonna set things right. I know you're gonna shine so bright, fighting for a world as one. Whoa, and kick it till the walls come down. Don't let them push you around. They said you're just a child, but they're running scared, 'cause you were born in the wild. Pallbearers, marching snares, we need change, not thoughts and prayers. I wanna be there when it overheats, and you drag their statues to the streets. I'm in love with you boys and girls, born wild in a broken world, with diamond smiles and ocean pearls, and dreaming of a world as one. One more time. Whoa, and kick it till the walls come down. Don't let them push you around. They said you're just a child, but they're running scared, 'cause you were born in the wild. 'Cause you were born in the wild.
Thank you. Wonderful singing. You guys did exceptionally well in that. And I don't say that to all the towns. You did good there. We're going to have a good night. I'm going to just play songs from all over all my records, if that's all right. And you can holler out songs if you want. This is a song I wrote down in the little beautiful country of Belize. at a place called a little restaurant called Wish Willie's, and it was one of those moments in time when you're just sitting somewhere and everything's perfect. The light, the temperature, the vibe, the food, everything's great, and you're just like, this is a moment. This is take a picture in your brain. And I wrote this song in like 2 minutes, which is funny because it somehow turns into a 4-minute song, but it doesn't mean it's not quality. It's just about that moment in time. It was over Christmas and all the local troublemakers. I drop anchor and settle in, get on my bike and I'm back again. And Christmas lights on a bamboo tree, I didn't even know it was Christmas Eve. I don't want turkey and ginger ale, I'll take a rum punch and a lobster tail. Rice and beans, the island queen, the best dang Christmas I ever seen. Oh, Nicholas, Nicholas, tell me, have you been a dread from ever since? And step light, you better act right, and don't let the judge lock you up tonight. And don't let the judge lock you up tonight. Oh, wish Willie, cooking up a storm by the sunset sea. Wish Willie, I wish I was Willie, and make sure you say the hi to Willie for me. I got some good friends in this bad guitar. I got a case of beer on my handlebars. I heard the countdown out in the street. I didn't even know it was New Year's Eve. I pass Sid's, I hear the chicken fry. I pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. I'm at the split with Mary Sharp, and she's burning me up. She's breaking my heart. Oh, Norman, Norman, I heard you got a boat and an engine. Well, step light, throw your nets right, and don't let the judge lock you up tonight. And don't let the judge lock you up tonight. Oh, wish Willie, cooking up a storm by the sunset sea. Wish Willie, I wish I was Willie, and make sure you say the hi to Willie for Wish Willie. Oh, Wish Willie, cooking up a storm at the Island Queen. Wish Willie, I wish I was Willie, and make sure you say the hi to Willie for me. So I looked it up, and I think I haven't been here since 2016, and that means there's this whole crazy record I put out. Is there reverb on me or you? If there's reverb on the guitar, could you pull it down for me? Thanks so much, man. I made this crazy record since then called Klebnikov, and I have to tell you the story. I went, what? Awesome. And so I went on I was the luckiest guy in the world. I went on an 18-day Arctic expedition on a Russian icebreaker called Captain Klebnikov. And it was this art project put together by the astronaut Chris Hadfield. And it was some photographers and filmmakers and writers and people from all around the world. He put together this group. And we went for 18 days up the Northwest Passage right to the end of the line. And somehow he picked me to be the music guy. So our job on this trip was to go on this crazy adventure and come back and share it with the world in our art form. So I didn't know what to do because I thought, well, I'm going to just write a song about that seemed a little like not good enough for how big of a adventure this was. So I thought I'll make a whole record about it because there's nothing we all need more than 10 songs about a Russian icebreaker. But so I wrote and recorded the album on the ship during the trip. So in cabin 712 of the mighty Klebnikov, which I could only describe as a cross between the Grand Budapest Hotel and the Millennium Falcon. It was this amazing machine, and it had helicopters. It was just crazy. And full Russian crew. And so I recorded just acoustic guitar and vocals, and then I took that back to Toronto and gave it to a buddy of mine, a guy named Rob Carley, who writes film scores and stuff with the symphony and stuff. And he arranged it all with strings and brass, and we added all that, and it kind of got turned into this like Russian classical kind of feeling record. And then Chris Hadfield sings 2 songs on it in Russian because he's a show-off. And then it turned into this crazy thing. We did it with Vancouver Symphony in Toronto and London Symphonia and Ottawa Chamber Fest. And I was like, what just happened? It was just like little old me. And then suddenly I was playing with the entire Vancouver Symphony and an astronaut. And I was just like, what? So the moral of that story is always say yes. When people ask you to do things, just say yes. And so when I got on the Klebnikov, the first thing I wanted to do was see the engine room because I'm a bit of a nerd. I like stuff like that. And the Russians would have no part of that. So I had to befriend them. I had to get on the inner circle. And I spent about a week hanging out in the lounge at night with them. And until I was in, and I became buddies with this one guy and the dishwashers in the kitchen who sing on the record when they were all hammered. So I got invited to this birthday party down in the bottom of the ship. This man who was 65 and he'd worked on the Klebnikov for like 28 years or something. He'd been on the ship for 28 years. And it was his birthday, and it was the craziest, weirdest thing I'd ever been to. You had to wear ear protection because it was so loud. You could, it was insane. Yet everyone was dancing, but there was no music. It made no sense. And and I ate reindeer and octopus, and I drank something out of a bag. And I couldn't get out of bed for a few days. And, yeah, so I'm going to play a song off the Klebnikov record because it's a crazy project. And I wish so much all the French horns and strings were here, but you're hearing the original demo version. This is the first song on Klebnikov. It's called Klebnikov.
We roll back and forth, dodging icebergs, changing course. Along the broken fjord, everything's screwed to the floor. And it's the end of the line, there's nothing left. And in the sled dog's frozen breath, the sun burns the moon away, the constellations hide their face. Back to Klebnikov for hot soup and vodka shots. I sing songs with cosmonauts aboard Klebnikov.
I wish you could hear it.
And the icebergs roll on the broken night, and the humpback blows a kiss goodnight. With harpoon scars and lonely eyes, my heart breaks open wide. And the faint smell of cigarettes, the sun here it never sets. The black sea, the silver sky, the constellations liquefy. Back to Klebnikov, hot soup and vodka shots. We dance to Rachmaninoff aboard Klebnikov.
You know, I just thought of a way that I could maybe show you what it sounds like so you get a better feel of the whole thing. It's like it's more like here, I gotta show you. It's more like it's like this.
Back to Klebnikov for hot soup and vodka shots. We dance to Rachmaninoff aboard Klebnikov.
Here we go. How many people are feeling a little bit like they'd like their money back right now? We're going somewhere with this. Hold on. Anyways, it just goes on and on. Back to Kalibnikov. You're applauding a phone. Back to Kalibnikov for hot soup and vodka shots. I sing songs with cosmonauts aboard Kalibnikov. That's Kalibnikov. If you like that kind of thing, there's a whole album of it. And half of it's in Russian, just to make it more fun. I'll bring it back now. How about a song? You guys don't mind if I tell some stories with songs, do you? This is a song I'm going to go way back over to before my first record. Like over this record, this song would be way over 20 years now. I'm from Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario. Yeah, that's the reaction I always get. By the way, thanks to Tennis and Lewis who opened the show. They are so fantastic. And they're from Guelph, which is like Springfield and Shelbyville. And it's so great to see them again. And Lewis is like a guitar legend in that area and stuff. So it's really great to hear them play. And yeah. So I grew up in KW, and I used to play at this place starting out called in Kitchener called the Walper Pub, and I would play like every Sunday night or Monday, I forget. And this is when I was like learning to play music, and I wasn't that great, and I was mostly maybe in those days just kind of playing cover songs and starting to write my own songs. So I was always looking for any reason to write a song, and if you heard this story, I apologize because the song will make no sense without it. But there's a song about, so I was sitting at the bar waiting to play, and there was a gentleman beside me who had in those days, there were these little 99-cent draft glasses, and he had them lined up all the way down the bar, tons of them all emptied, and he put in a good shift. And he was yammering on in my ear, going on and on about, anything you could ever imagine, and it's like, he's the guy. You all know him. I'm sure he's here somewhere. He's everywhere. He's that guy who's like, anything you've done in your life, he did it before you, he did it better than you, he did it faster than you. He's that guy. He told me, he was a helicopter pilot, and his family owned the crayon company, and he owned the rights to the color blue, all this bullshit. And so I started writing all this down. I thought this could be a song. So I'm like, I just wrote everything he told me down, and I just kept buying him more beers because I'm like, we've got 2 more verses to go. We're almost done. Come on. And he delivered and gave me all this stuff. My favorite thing he told me of all the crazy stuff he told me is he told me that he personally sang "Joy to the World" to the Pope. So it would have been John Paul in the day there, I guess. And I was like, and so I wrote this song for him. It's called "A Whale of a Tale," and this is everything he told me, and I guess he kind of wrote it too. I'm sure he's telling everyone that. And it goes like this. It's a quiet little number, and it's a long time waltz, so give me a grain of salt here. And well, I used to drive a race car, but I won every single time. And I once met the great Elvis Presley way back in his prime. And the pilot had a heart attack. Yeah, so I had to land the plane. And I once saved these little kids from drowning. And I invented cellophane. And I used to be a millionaire. I dropped thousands of bucks a day. But that only made me all the more lonely. So I threw it all away. And I've lived almost everywhere. I've lived right in your own neighborhood. And I once broke out of prison.
and I hid out in the woods. And it was there I discovered a dinosaur, and I drive a blue Corvette. And I once swam clear across Lake Erie without even getting wet. 'Cause I'm the guy who saved the show, 'cause I know how to change a fuse. Are these pretzels complimentary? Well, I don't mind if I do. And I used to play the guitar myself until a press, it crushed my hand. Have you ever heard of the great Otis Redding? I played in his band. I once worked as a miner. I was an actor for a little while off in France, where my grandpa's uncle's cousin, he taught Fred Astaire to dance. So if you ask me how to tango, I could wear down any rug. 'Cause have you seen the way them kids, they all dance today? I swear they're all on drugs. And I could drink me a million drinks if a million drinks did appear. But I only got enough for one more little beer. Thanks. I wish she came in through my doorway like a whirlwind, and dragging mud and muck across my floor. And she sat down in the chair where I was sitting, and she picked up my guitar and made a chord. She said, your love's like Tennessee tobacco, and it's killing me, and all I want is more. Your heart's a lonely little chapel, but I love its dusty pews and creaky floors. Well, she said, babe, did you forget today was a Friday? And you promised that you'd take me to a show. I said, I swear the TV said it was Monday. And she kicked my shin and walked right out the door. And she took my car and drove down to the Legion, and grinding all the gears as she drove, she said, the old guys there know how to treat a lady. And by the way, your car got towed. I said, your love's like Tennessee tobacco, and it's killing me, and all I want is more. And your heart's a lonely little chapel, but I love its dusty pews and creaky floors. Take it away, boys. My best, I swear I do. My best is all I know, and I'll never leave little Duncan city town if you decide you're gonna hang around. I found her in the morning at the table, all hungover and staring in her spoon. Well, I tried to make some cakes on the griddle, and she just laughed and sang a little tune. She said, your love's like Tennessee tobacco, and it's killing me, and all I want is more. Your heart's a lonely little chapel, but I love its dusty pews and creaky floors. And I said, yeah, well, your love's like Tennessee Tabasco. It's killing me, and all I want is more, more, more. And your heart's a rotten little apple, but I'ma love it right down to the core. Questions or anything? Perfect.
We'll do, I know, okay, for this one I gotta set up a weird little sound effect here. Do something there. There we go.
This is a song I wrote for a woman named Samantha Cristoforetti. She was the last Italian astronaut living on the International Space Station and the longest woman to live in outer space. And I think that's super cool. And I really, I used to follow her on Twitter when she was on the station and watch her post all these beautiful photos of our planet. And I also really love that she snuck a Star Trek uniform into her bag and took it up there and wore it around on the station. I was like, oh. And so one day I thought, I'm gonna write a song about her. She's super cool. And I was in a hotel room and I wrote this song. And I don't know how to write music, so if I have an idea, I'll just record it in my phone and before I'm going to bed. You want to hear it? And so I'm off to bed and I'll record it so I don't forget and just have and it's like a rough idea. So that's like it's like a demo, first draft, scratchy, terrible sounding recording. So then when I was talking with Chris, the astronaut, I said, hey, Chris, you probably know Samantha. You guys probably all know each other. And I said I wrote a song about her. And he looked a little sad that it wasn't about him. But he said, great, let me hear it. Send it to me. So I was like, okay, but it sounds really terrible. It's a really terrible recording. And he's like, yeah, I get it. Just send it to. So I sent it to my phone, to his phone. And then he's like, cool, let's send it to her. And I'm like, no, it sounds terrible. Don't do that. And he's like, do. And I'm like, really? And off it goes. And I wake up in the morning and I get an email from Samantha Cristoforetti at nasa.government.iss.outerspace.holyshit. And I'm like, oh no. And she's like, Chris sent me your song and I really like it. It's so pretty. Thank you. I'm so flattered. No one's ever written a song about me. And I was like, and then I wrote her back. I'm like, oh no, I didn't want you to hear it. It sounds terrible. I'm so embarrassed. He shouldn't have sent that to you. It's a terrible rough draft. And I'm going to re-record a better version of it. And then she wrote back, she's, no, it's nice. And then I was like, who cares? I have a pen pal in space right now. This is amazing. It was, it's the first time I was engaging on email with someone who was not on the planet. And that was pretty cool. And it kind of fizzled out, though, because I asked lots and lots of questions, and then she was kind of like, we're kind of busy. Little rude. This is the song I wrote for her. It's called Samantha in the Sky with Diamonds. Below you, Borealis, and above you, endless time. You spiral through the darkness along a thin blue line and show us all the colors that light up your face. We don't want to dream without you, or skip to the last page. I'm digging weeds in my backyard, and Samantha's in the sky with diamonds, floating in a sea of the big stars, and sinking in my horizon. In the view from above, could you still see Rome? Every mother, every child, every street, every home, every sapphire in prison, every king overthrown, every battlefield broken-hearted, love left alone, every god, every devil, every virtue and sin, everything we know on the head of a pin. And this is where we make our stand. I look for you at twilight, my telescope and I, through every constellation, every corner of the sky. We wait on your transmission till the dawn creeps past the moon. Yeah, you're gonna be home soon. We're waiting up for you. I'm digging weeds in my backyard, and Samantha's in the sky with diamonds, floating in a sea of the big stars, and sinking in my horizon. In the silence above, could you still hear the shores? All the dogs of Santiago and the machines of war. Every pope, every bishop there blocking the door, that left Galileo sleeping on a cold prison floor, with every star falling down, crashing on him. Everything we know on the head of a pin. All the king's horses, all the king's men. Digging weeds in my backyard, and Samantha's in the sky with diamonds, floating in a sea of the big stars, and sinking in my horizons. Below you, Borealis, and above you, endless time.
Let's do another song from the Klebnikov record. How about that? Another sing-along a little bit. You have to play the French horn part, okay? I'm sure some of you have been on a ship before, and you know that feeling you get when you're on a ship where it's kind of this weird thing, like this kind of thing. And on an icebreaker, it's the same, except there's also goes forward and backward, like these lunges as you're like literally hitting things. And so I was in bed one night about 4 a.m, and I could my head was hitting the headboard. We were just like, and I was like, I gotta see what's going on, because I have a porthole that's like this big out the side, which I had many great views out of. But I'm like, I have to go out to the front. So I got up and I got on all my gear. And I went out to the front of the boat, and it was like the sun's still up at 4 a.m, and I get out to the front of the boat, like right, like in the movie, right in the end, and my brain just broke at my brain, like my eyes couldn't compute to my brain what I was seeing, just the beauty of our planet and the Arctic, and seeing pieces of ice the size of shopping malls just kind of tumbling about, and I went back in and I wrote this song. It's called 24,000 Horses, which was the horsepower of the mighty Klebnikov. And there's a pretty little French horn line my friend Rob wrote and I'm just gonna kind of sing. If you know it, sing along, and maybe by the end you could join me. That's it.
Well, I waited and wondered if the dream would return. Well, I saw through that porthole, it's tattooed and burned on the shore where we landed. 3 graves by the sea, in the loneliest place there ever could be. So I'll sing the verses, you sing the chorus, with 24,000 old Russian horses. We crush through the ice in the bright summer night on the Captain Kolebnikov. This is the life. Sealskins drying in the bright frozen sun. There's mouths to be fed, the work's never done. Through the Northwest Passage I stand at the bow, and I thought I'd seen beauty till right here, right now. So I'll sing the verses, you sing the chorus, with 24,000 old Russian horses. We crush through the ice in the bright summer night on the Captain Kolebnikov. This is the life on the Captain Kolebnikov. This is the life. Once we had dreams, but they fell through the seams like the ice here all melting away. Yeah, so I'll sing the verses, you sing the chorus, with 24,000 old Russian horses. We crush through the ice in the bright summer night on the Captain Kolebnikov. This is the life on the Captain Kolebnikov. This is the life.
Try to sound more like French horns, though. Like that. One more time. Confidence. Hazel. I was wrong. One more time. All right. Oh yeah, that could be any one of like 6 of my songs, just so you know. If you know my music, that could be like White Lightning, Tennessee Tobacco, Feather for and Fin. I don't know why. It's because I grew up in Kitchener, and you know the the Oktoberfest music is just burnt into my DNA. You know, it's like I saw Walter Ustenack. Yeah, I went to Oktoberfest. I'd never gone to it because in Kitchener, if you grow up there, you leave town when Oktoberfest comes. You just get the hell out of town. Then you come back and the whole town's covered in. Pardon me?
My parents were coming in.
Because your parents were coming in. And then, so I went once as a grown man, adult, and Walter was there, and Martin Tielli was there, because there was a 6-shooter records party. They all came down, and it was the greatest time, because I went to Oktoberfest with Martin Tielli, and me and Martin sat and watched Walter all night, and it was a very surreal moment. Yeah. There you go. I didn't know where that story I didn't know.
Grammy Award winner.
These friggin' beers, woo! But if you go there, Walter apparently goes like he lives there, so he just plays every Oktoberfest. He's won like 28 Grammys or something for accordion. Kind of not fair because he's one of like 3 guys in the world to play it, right? So. This is an old song called Feather, Fur, and Fin. It is kind of old now, 07, I believe. I wrote this song about the environment and Mother Nature. Well, I went to the country to escape the noise and lights, and I laid there in the pine cones all night. And I woke in the morning, and all the trees were gone. I got this sinking feeling, everything felt wrong. There were strip malls, dollar stores, and diesel in the air. So I slept in a rowboat, I anchored far from shore. Now I don't hear them chainsaws no more. But I woke in the morning when someone pulled the plug, and I was stranded in the lake bottom sludge. With all the tires and paint cans and things, and while every little critter in feather, fur, and fin cried for Mother Nature to come back for them, for every piece of litter and for every little sin. She cried for all of them, feather, fur, and fin. She cried for all of them, feather, fur, and fin. So I went to an island down the Caribbean way. You know, I should tell you a story, a little story. Only because we're talking about Mother Nature. And I kind of met her this year. I had the greatest honor of my life. My whole career happened this year. I mean, some people can have hit songs and they win all kinds of Junos or accordion Grammys. I haven't really done any of those things. I'm sure they would be nice, but the most important things are other kind of more meaningful things to me. And the biggest honor of my whole career happened this year when I got called by the Jane Goodall Institute, and they asked me if I would come play at an event. And I was like, sure, yes. Let me just call and cancel everything I'm doing. And I was like, what's the event? And they're like, well, it's Jane's 85th birthday party. And I was like, duh. So I got to go do that, and they had me play a particular song they wanted to hear, and happy birthday. And so I went, and she was amazing. She was so inspiring and incredible, and she was just incredible. And I'll tell you a little story. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell stories about all this stuff. But so when I got there, they said, well, you should, before the thing happens, the event starts, you should come up and meet her in her hotel room, like with about 6 people that were there. And so we had to go up and meet her. And I was like freaking out because, I mean, I just adore her since I was a little kid. And she was on The Simpsons this week. So we go up to the hotel room, and I'm like, we knock on the door. I'm like, this is mental. This is crazy. She's not going to open the door. And she opens the door, and it's her. I'm just like, oh, my God. And she has a glass of scotch in her hand, and she looks just awesome. She looks just like she looks like, and she's so sweet. And we come in, and everyone starts saying hello to her, shaking her hand. and I'm like next, third in line here, and it comes to me, and I said to her, and they told her that I guess they played her my songs and stuff, and I got to her, and I said, it's a pleasure to meet, and she cut me off and pushed my hand away, and she goes, let's do a chimp hug. I was like, oh my God. And so she hugged me, and she like put her arm like over my shoulder, and then tapped my back with her fist, with her hand, and then in my ear she went, I can't even. I'll start crying. It was the greatest. And I felt like at that moment, Mother Nature had hugged me. It was great. And she was amazing. And then she went downstairs and put on this event, and for 6 hours, she didn't go have a glass of water, go to the washroom. She talked to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that lined up to talk to her for 6 hours straight. And she's 85 years old, and she's on the road 200 days a year, speaking engagements. And then from that, she drove straight to the airport to go to London to do another one the next day. And I was just like, what? And you're drinking? And I thought being on the road was hard. And so she taught me a lot of lessons that night. But I just thought because we were singing Feather and Fur and Fin, it might be the time to tell that story. So I went to an island down the Caribbean way, and I laid there in the sand all day. And I turned on a radio, and I heard the DJ say, you better batten down them hatches down Santolina way. I swam the ocean reef, but the coral always gray. Every little critter in feather, fur, and fin cried for Mother Nature to come back for them, for every piece of litter and for every little sin. She cried for all of them in feather, fur, and fin. She cried for all of them, feather, fur, and fin, and feather, fur, and fin. She cried for everything, you feather, fur, and fin. Whoever buys a CD gets a chimp hug. People are like, well, I was gonna buy one, but not now. All right, well, I'll just do a few more here, and it's a school night, right? So, what day is it? Wednesday.
It's a holiday on the island. Play as long as you like.
Island time.
I'll do a few more here. I had a dream that I stole the maps. I erased all the borders, and that was that. I caught the power, I sprung the traps. I knocked down the walls, I laid them flat. I had a dream that I won the vote. I opened all the cages and drained the moats. I threw out a line and I hauled in the boats. I handed out flowers and welcome notes. I had a dream that we all locked arms and vowed to keep each other from harm. I had a dream that I stole their clips. They ran out of bullets and their guns went click, click, love. And love. And love, love, love. Are we too cool for love? I had a dream that the world was sick, so I gathered up blankets and tourniquets. I divvied out the money, we all took a hit. Fed everybody and that was it. I had a dream that I talked to God.
he'd never heard of us. I found that odd. I had a dream that we found ourselves. We put our faith in each other and we wished him well. I had a dream that we all locked arms and vowed to keep each other from harm. I had a dream that I stole their clips. They ran out of bullets and their guns went click, click, love. Love, 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 love. We too cool for love and love. You know it's built into your heart. Love, it's been there from the start. And love, 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 it's still there in your heart. Love, love, love. I had a dream that I stole the maps. I erased all the borders and that was that. I had a dream I stole their clips. They ran out of bullets and their guns went click, click, love, love, love. And love, 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 love. You too cool for love. And love, love. And love, love, love. Too cool for love.
It's really been great being here. John, thank you so much. Tim, everybody, Tanis and Lewis. You guys are such a polite, nice crowd. Thank you. I don't know which that means. If I come back, would you come back? All right, okay. Until then, I will miss you. I don't say that to all the towns. You can climb a mountain, you can swim the sea, or find the cure to some disease, or break every record in the book you see, yeah. But who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Did you live it right or did you live it wrong? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? They could carve a statue and stand it tall, hang your painting on a wall. They could press your hands in wet cement. But who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? You could come in first and be the best, win the lotto, ace the test, and line them awards all up in a row. But who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Did you live it right or did you live it wrong? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? You could write a hit and be a star. You could ride around in a big long car, and everybody's reaching to touch your hand. But who's gonna miss you when you're gone? You could pop the question, you could cut the cake, pop the cork, consommate, and plant yourself a little family tree, yeah. But who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Did you live it right or did you live it wrong? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? They took you home now,
up to the big house, 'cause that's where you long to go. Now I recall when you was a good friend, and your wind will always blow. So I say, ooh, and ooh, 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 ooh. Now when the church bells ring and the sky turns gray, and that big black hearse rolls away, and everybody turns to walk away,
We'll miss you.
I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Every day, and all day long. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Hey, who's gonna miss you when you're gone? Did you live it right or did you live it wrong? Who's gonna miss you when you're gone?
Thanks so much. Love you guys. Thank you. Okay. I didn't. Well, good. That worked out well. I didn't know. Okay, so we'll do, let's see here. I'll play a weird one and then a nice one. Oh, can I be like, I'll be a bit of a car salesman here for a second. I gotta just show you. This is my newest record. I want to show you. It's a 10-inch vinyl record, so it's smaller than a 33, bigger than a 45, very unique. Runs on 45 RPM, so better quality. And then in here, look at this. What you get? We're gonna get right in here. I'm not good at this part of the show. Then you get a CD in there too. And what else do you get? You get a. I heard a wow. And then you get there's something else. There's a download code. It's in there somewhere. And then you get like a lyric sheet. And like a lyric sheet, you can dance around in your bedroom singing your hairbrush. And there's a code in there too. There it is. You get all this stuff. And so basically what this is, a digital CD. So there's no matter what generation you are from, there's no excuse. So you could do this. You could let's say you have a CD player, you still have an old Ford Taurus or something. So you have that, and then you could keep that for yourself, and then you could give this to someone as a gift, and they'll you'd be like the cool aunt who bought vinyl or something, or vice versa. Or you could even just cut a little tiny slit and get the CD out, and it'll look sealed still. I shouldn't be telling you this. This isn't the way to do it. This is bad salesmanship, but yeah. So you want to pick up one of those. They're great. When you have a capo on, you have to never play on this side of it. It doesn't work. I just figured that out now. It doesn't work. All right. I can play two more for you. This is a song off that record. Let me check my tuning. This poor guitar has been through so much. Air Canada. And this is, I guess, is a love song, disguised as a little nature song. We're almost there. One more. Ooh. You guys are the most polite audience I've played for in years. Shh, he's tuning. There's a little machine that helps me. Sorry. It's as good as it's gonna get, I think. one especially capoed way up here. Here we go.
Today I saw the red fox early in the morning, moving like a SWAT team without any warning. I was underneath the car in an oil change daydream, and I could hear your voice so clear in the wheel well whisper, and I could feel you all around. I wish I was the red fox who never even met you, because he's perfectly designed for running through the valley without you running through his mind. Tonight I saw the red fox later in the evening, moving like a bandit, sly and so deceiving. And I was up a ladder high in a window wash daydream, and I could see your face so clear in the window well whisper, and I could feel you all around. I wish I was the red fox who never ever met you, because he's perfectly designed for running through the valley without you running through his mind. Out of the frozen ground you climb frail and small, and when the hunters came, I heard your vixen call. I held my head in shame when I woke and found you gone. Today I saw the red fox sleeping in the tall grass, and I could feel you all around. And I wish I was the red fox who never ever hurt you, because he's perfectly designed for running through the valley without you running through his mind.
Thank you. All right, well, I got one more for you here. And I thank you for giving me a little encore, because I saved this one till the end. It's a little risky, you know? A little risky to do. Again, want to make sure. Open tuning, capo, Air Canada, terrible combination.
Playing something from Bluebird.
Bluebird? Oh, you mean the Belize record, Blackbirds? No, it's fine. I was going to play this other song. Oh, well, then I have to switch, because this is the ending song. This is the one this is the big moment. I was walking down the aisle there, and you just were like, no, I'm just joking. I'm gonna owe you. I'm gonna owe you, okay? I'm finally in tune. This is a song I wrote for each one of you personally and individually. I'm kind of serious. I used to think that it was important to write songs that had all kinds of crazy chords in them and be all clever. And the older I get, I realize the chords are getting simpler and simpler, and the songs are getting simpler. And this is a song that's a very simple song, but I hope you like it. It's for you. Have a wonderful evening, and come say hi to me after. Chimp hug.
Be who you wanna be. Say what you wanna say. Live how you wanna live. Sing if you wanna sing. Cry if you wanna cry. And give if you wanna give. But don't let them hold you down. Don't fade into the crowd, 'cause they don't make the rules. 'Cause this world is bright and blue. It's waiting there for you. Nobody rules you. Stay if you wanna stay. Leave if you wanna leave. And go where you wanna go. Try if you wanna try. Quit if you wanna quit. Know when you don't know. Think how you wanna think. Pray if you wanna pray. Doubt if you wanna doubt. Fly if you wanna fly. Go hide if you wanna hide. And shout if you wanna shout. But don't let them hold you down. Don't fade into the crowd. They don't make the rules. 'Cause this world is bright and blue. It's waiting there for you. And nobody rules you. Now fight if you wanna fight. Something you know is right. If that something sets you free. Love how you wanna love. Dream if you wanna dream. And be who you wanna be. But don't let them hold you down. Don't fade into the crowd. They don't make the rules. 'Cause this world is bright and blue. It's waiting there for you. Nobody rules you.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you over there in a second.